Hi there, students. To swoop are a verb and a swoop a noun. Okay, the base meaning for me is in flying, particularly for a bird of prey, a falcon or an eagle, and it swoops on its prey. It flies down rapidly from a high place in order to attack. So the eagle swooped down and caught a rabbit. Okay, to swoop, to go down rapidly, to move easily and quickly through the air from a high place. I guess you could say the glider swooped down over the village. The plane swooped over the city, flew down and over. But this idea of to swoop, to fall upon. And then we use swoop figuratively, as a metaphor, to mean to make a sudden attack on a place or a group of people, to surround them and catch them. So the typical collocation here is the police swooped on the criminal. They organised a swoop on the criminal gang. Yeah, so to raid, if you like. Yeah, there was a police swoop on the drug dealer's home. They raided it. There was an anti-terrorist swoop, and they arrested several people. Okay, so the bird moved down in one graceful swoop. Yeah, it swooped down. It moved quickly to attack. Notice, he lifted the baby in one swoop. To swoop, just to take rapidly as well. So let's try this again. Okay, to move in a sudden sweep. Notice the origin of swoop is linked to the word to sweep, and when you sweep with a broom, it's one movement. So to swoop, yeah. The bird swooped on the worm. Okay. And then to make a rushing movement or an attack on something. So when the children saw the sweets, they swooped on them. Yeah. Okay, notice to swoop down, to swoop on something, to swoop over something. Okay, to swoop upon as well. So to pounce suddenly. The cat swooped on the mouse. Yeah, okay, but here it's a little bit more metaphoric. To swoop down, a swift descent from the air. The army swooped on the group of scouts, of enemy scouts that had come into their territory. The army swooped on the town and took it rapidly by storm. Okay, so to come down on something in a sudden, swift attack. Yeah, to swoop on something, to pounce, to attack suddenly, to rush, to raid. Yeah, to make a raid on. The burglaries ended when the police swooped on the gang that were perpetrating them. Okay. So to plunge, to go through the air, to descend, to plummet, to sweep down. Yeah. And maybe to catch something or maybe not. Yes. When I make mistakes in my videos, particularly spelling mistakes in the title, you are most entitled to swoop on them. Yeah, to jump on them, to quickly say, look what's wrong. Yeah. Okay. So yes, the class were eager to swoop on any mistake that the teacher might make. Okay, so to swoop, to come down, to zoom down on something. Yeah, to fly or glide suddenly down, to plunge in the air with the idea normally of catching something, or to move rapidly with a sweeping movement. Yeah. When the dog saw the bones, he swooped on them. Okay, so to swoop, to fall on something to catch while flying. Yeah, so the eagle swooped on the bird that was flying above the tree, or just to seize, to catch, to take with a sweeping movement. Okay, so to swoop. Okay, to swoop is a regular verb. The police swoop. The police have swooped in this area before. And as to formality, the police swooped. I think I'd give it probably 4.5 in formality for this idea of to raid. I think you could use it semi-formally. I'm not sure it sounds very good in something very, very formal. Yeah, but apart from that, use it anywhere. What would I say? Very informal. To raid. Yeah, I think probably to raid, to take, to snatch, something like that. And then as to origin, well, it comes from an Old English word swepan, to sweep. Okay, and sweep is also derived from this the same word, swoop and sweep. Swepan itself comes from a Proto-Germanic word, swipana, meaning to sweep. I can also hear the word swipe, to steal, to take, to move through. Okay, so to swoop. The police swooped on the criminals. The eagle swooped on the bird, on the dove flying in the air. Yeah, the students swooped on my mistakes. Enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Swoop.